I remember the exact moment that I shut down my emotions. I was collapsed in a chair in the teacher's office during my grade 7 gym class, feeling completely broken and hollow inside, following yet another round of intense bullying in the change room that finally just broke me and sent me over the edge. And after this uncontrollable surge of tears and anger that just spilled out of me in full view of the entire class, it led to an incredibly uncomfortable conversation with the teacher and the bully. And I just sat empty and tear-stained, alone, watching the rest of the kids laugh and play just beyond that threshold of that office door. And it was in that moment that my body and my subconscious mind realized on a deep somatic level that the world was a dangerous place for me as a boy. And vulnerability, emotional sensitivity was a liability that threatened my safety at the most fundamental level of being. So I began adorning different social masks, trying on whatever personality or behavior would fetch me some acceptance and approval, all the while desperately avoiding any form of expression that would reveal my inner sensitivity with these increasingly intelligent coping mechanisms that continued as I grew from a child to a young adult to a man. Those coping mechanisms stayed. But interestingly enough, some of the emotions and the expressions that were allowed on this social arena were anger, hostility, aggression, stoicism, being completely impenetrable, being condescending, dismissing other people. That actually got you some points on the social landscape. Having some sort of superiority complex, being obnoxious or crass with your humor or with your language. People loved that. Or being aloof, completely dissociated emotionally from other people. I was kind of venerated. So I used these, and I did relatively well. But this terrible ache of loneliness and depression that rose up when I was alone in my room at night didn't go away. It just grew. It grew. And it was from that place of intense dissatisfaction with the quality of my life and relationships that I set out on this radical quest to learn how to exist in this world from a place of real authenticity, to break down these walls around my heart so that I could live a liberated, enlivened, fulfilling life, absolutely filled to the brim with deep relationships, with energy, with joy, with purpose, and most of all, peace and truth, my truth. The Impeccable Man online masterclass is a distillation of the most powerful and effective tools, techniques, methodologies, and mindsets that I've accumulated over a decade of immersion in consciousness exploration to liberate that deep core essence of yours as a man by resensitizing your inner landscape, unlocking the inner reservoirs of real power and wisdom, unleashing this life of freedom, connection, and fulfillment. If you feel like the odds have been stacked against you as a man in almost invisible ways, you're probably right. If you're aching to reclaim this mysterious sense of fullness that's been lost somewhere along the way, this is for you. If you're yearning to actualize your fullest potential in all of your relationships, this masterclass is for you. Follow the link in this description to register for the upcoming webinar on March 7th at 7 p.m. Pacific time, which will be an immersive experience of what it means to live life fully as an impeccable man. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Take care.